Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. How do you like my new intro screen? Jokes aside, this is supposed to be a teaser for the new content that we're going to be getting within Neverwinter. It should supposedly unlock both on PC and for consoles on October the 1st. So that's in just about 3 weeks. So when we go and actually look at this teaser trailer, we can see it has some writing in it. You might think it's gobbledygook, those of you who haven't played D&D. Well, in fact, when we look at this particular image of this symbol, we currently have the script, which is actually draconic in D&D. This being the direct symbols translating to our English alphabet. So when we go and translate these letters, we can see it simply reads red within the middle. Not exactly sure why, and that persists throughout both of those images. So then on the outsides here, we have those rotating words. And at the very top here, when it's in this position, we have our bronze, then we have silver, then we have our brass, our copper, our gold, our white, our green, our blue, our black, and finally, again, our red dragons. Now these would be the types of all of the Dungeons and Dragons that we have available. Those being the chromatic ones, being from the red to the black, etc. And then we have the metallic ones, being those metals, the gold and the silvers. Now I'm probably boring all of you guys with this, but that's the teaser. And supposedly we're going to get more dragons. But not a bad thing. I just hope they aren't going to completely regurgitate everything they already have in the game. We already have the entirety of the Well of Dragons, which symbolizes the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, which we have all grinded through. My, it was a big campaign. They definitely significantly reduced it down, definitely made it a lot easier to grind this out. And we have this massive area where we have the different locations at which all of those dragons would spawn in as heroic encounters. And it was great fun back in 2014 when they initially launched this in Module 4. So now we're coming back to it, and I'm doubting it's going to be Module 22, as they've said that's going to be next year. So October the 1st, we're going to get, interestingly enough, the Cult of the Dragon returning. So we're going to be getting a bunch of enemies we've already seen before. And supposedly they have said that this Cult of the Dragon is going to be coming from the north. So potentially we're going to have locations being regurgitated from Icewind Dale, the Sea of Moving Ice, all the way down to Carconic. And that might in fact tie in with the latest D&D module. If you look at the books that they come out with in terms of content, they came out with the Rime of the Frost Maiden, which is all situated within Icewind Dale. But that's enough of that. We're still going to have to wait at least another 3 weeks before we'll see any of it. This week we do have a nice free reward of giving away a improved bag of holding, so make sure you go and claim that. It's got a pretty hefty amount of inventory space, sorely needed by myself. It's got that 42 inventory slots, just shy of the new supply bag, which we can obtain here with 60 slots. Now we do also have a sale for those of you who have the free Zen. You can purchase a bunch of coal wards for a pretty reasonable price there of only 1,500. And otherwise, those of you who missed the Storyteller journals, that is now removed. You can of course go and get them from other players and purchase the artifacts for nearly 4 million a piece. Would recommend DPS picking up the Envenomed. Unfortunately, you won't be able to getting the tails, as I believe the tails have now expired from the Wondrous Bazaar. Potentially they are still there. No, they are now gone. So don't go buying one of those artifacts if you can't manage to get those tails as well. Otherwise, they're pretty useless. So that's everything for this video. We finally got a leak as to what's going to be the new content. Link in the description to the actual blog where they go over this and where Neverwinter have actually leaked it to a certain website so that they would gain, I guess, the most viewing on it. But I'm sure we're going to get some more detail, and I'll go over it with you guys as well when they actually release some more details on their own Arc Games website. If I present as well, consider leaving a video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.